Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Medieval Kingdoms 1295. So last time, as we did, we went ahead and took, what's it called? Not Hedenby, we took Hamburg. But then afterwards, I took Hedenby and Ribbe, which there basically were no garrison at all. And then I actually held back against going against the Danish, because they had rather a lot of armies stationed around the capital. Turns out though that the Danish were like, you know what, we're gonna attack him. So they have invaded me. It's not going too well for them though, but they have an army on the way to Ribbe, so we're gonna see about that. So yes, we've got a lot of different things to do here, but a lot of it is probably gonna be outer assaults, to start off with anyways. Also, I responded to someone saying that wanted a smaller screen of showing me, so I actually reduced it for this one. And also, as you can see, I'm not as Chad as I thought I was. I'm no longer wearing the chainmail, so I can move freely. I actually think it kind of restricted me in the last video, that it sort of not only weighed it heavy on my mind, that I was kind of losing. I lost a lot of men in that battle, but it was also weighing heavily on my body because I was wearing a. I'm not entirely sure how heavy that is, but it's at least like 5 or 6 kilos, probably at least, of just steel hanging off me. So yeah, that was that wasn't great. But yeah, as we can see here, I've progressed through. All of these places didn't really need to. I mean, that was basically a pushover, so that's why I haven't shown them. But with the Danish actually advancing, they'll probably just break like waves on my castles here, and then I can just move out and quickly cap this, and so I have control of the north. And I've moved the armies around and I've prepared them now. So we've got this army, Heroes of Lyon. Unfortunately, the general died, so we've got a new guy, but he's a 3-star already, and he's gonna go ahead and attack Brandenburg. And the Polish troops look kind of cool. Maybe I'll actually play one of these. I'm not sure, but not this one. This one we'll out-resolve, and we'll go aggressive against the Polish, right through the neck, and each town. Brandenburg is now ours. We lost 600 men out of our army of 2,700, and the enemy lost everything. And Brandenburg is now ours. Looks like a pretty shit place if you ask me. We're gonna get the spies and stuff. I've recruited a lot more spies because I needed the extra eyes to see where I'm going. The thing was, there's a bug in the mod which sometimes just opens up so you can see the entire map, and so obviously just as I'm recruiting a lot of spies, that happens, so I don't need all the spies. And then we're gonna advance the king to Lipsk. And we possibly want to fight these, but they've got some sick ass heavy crossbowmen with silver chevrons, so they could inflict massive amount of damage. So I guess we're gonna hold off and hopefully get a field battle against the Polish. Battle led by Henry the 7th, and he's gonna go aggressive him as well. Cut down that Polish garrison, slash right across the chest, and he's gone. Lipsk is now ours. The king's army was actually smaller, and he also lost less men. The king is at this point, he is a 6-star general. He's got a bit to go, but I mean, he's soon to be a really legendary king. He is 52 though. The thing is, I noticed that, you know, he gets so many bloody children. We've got 12 children at this point, one of which have even Jack Jack. I guess he's French. Jack. Jack. He's 20, and he's a general in charge of one of the armies. He's in Saxony right now, and he's got a banging hot wife called Northgriffin. I don't know where she comes from, but she's 20 as well. She's beautiful, which gives personal influence, integrity for the husband when commanding. So the integrity of the army that he's commanding is held together by the fact that the commander, the son of the king, has a smoking hot wife, plus authority as well. So when he goes like, oh, you need to clean up that shit right there, you need to do that right now, and he's like, you know, but oh, the authority of his hot wife, he's got really hot wife. You know what? Ding, I'll do that. So yeah. She is kind of smoking as well on the picture, at least from medieval period. And then we've got some more sons ready to come into action, and this is the son is actually what's it called? The heir is actually who we're gonna move into action next, because we got third place to take, which is Osnabrück. Which is this place here, which is finally going to be incorporated into the empire. They're very unhappy with me at this point. They're down to minus 133. They don't have any army. They don't have any friends. They're at war with Poland and the Duchy of Brittany. No one likes them, as you can see. So it's time to go ahead and
greetings in the name of the state,
so we're gonna go ahead
so
and
forth.
Declare war.
Now, what do you want?
We're not gonna call our allies for help, because I don't need any help. We're just gonna do this on our own. The Bavarians actually kind of like them a bit, but everyone likes me. Yes, accept. It's war.
War. And an
the
end
Swiss
to
cantons and the
womanly
Bavarians
peace.
obviously join because they're vassals of mine. So let's strike and take Osnabrück and join it with the empire. Ooh, you know what? This is actually a very sizable force. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a pushover. The thing is, they deploy the same kind of men as ours, and it might be good to actually get stuck in with the heir, because he's gonna take over the kingdom of the Holy Roman Empire. Is gonna be taken over by this when he's gonna die, which probably we don't really know, but I mean 52 is kind of old for a medieval period, especially for a he's the commander in battle right now. So yes, let's just go ahead and quick save and then join into battle.
That I desire victory above all else.
Right, there we're having the heir. Cheer, you miserable lot. He's the heir of the empire. Our troops are ready. Let's march forth and slay our enemies. The infantry will advance. Advance. The cavalry will, however, split off to the sides. Oh, it paused itself. Let's go ahead and click that back on. So we get them to...
We have sighted the enemy!
We've sighted the enemy. Interestingly enough, they probably would have done 10 times better just staying in town. But I guess they want to save the populace. And that's why. And they didn't this little stupid counter didn't even put up a general. It's this guy right here. Right. So the same kind of troops, and almost looks like they've got the same kind of formation as us. Heavy melee infantry. Yeah, I think they've got they've arranged their army in exactly the same way, with the heavy sergeants up front, and then the spears and so forth. And it was interesting how they more or less had the exact same composition of troops as us. The only thing that they have is they have more crossbowmen, but I have better crossbowmen. But question is how much that's gonna help me. What's really gonna help me is the fact that I've got my heavy cavalry and I can throw them in. It would be a shame if I managed to lose Jack with his hot wife here in his first battle. I've lost quite a few generals, so I need to be maybe a bit more careful about my generals. Or really, it's the positioning of... oh, look at that. The entire army goes into disarray now that they're outflanked. And they're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Let's just form one big pile in the center. Oh, they just rearranged the troops but stay in the same formation, I guess. What they did was they moved the spears over to this side where I've got less cavalry. Oh yes, you know what? I forgot. I've got one of these now, which I've added in because I wanted to have something that could chase down mounted crossbow cavalry. So I'm gonna probably use some of these mounted sergeants as well to be able to chase them down, because they have a speed of, let's see, they have a speed of 130, while crossbows and heavy cavalry have 120, so they can't really chase each other down. Right, what is the range here? Let's tell the crossbowmen to advance and open fire. And the rest of the formation, we'll drop these guys out of the formation then. Let's see. Well, they have their own group. So the rest of the army group will continue forwards through the hail of crossbow fire that's gonna rain back and forth through here. They probably would need some like pavis or something to protect themselves, rather than just stand there and take the fire right to the face. Center unit isn't really losing any men, but the other two are. And we're not really inflicting that much damage on the enemy. So maybe we should go for heavy crossbow fire. You know what? Tell the infantry group to start running. So they're actually forming into spear walls here on the side to protect against a possible cavalry attack. But on this side they're not really that prepared. And I think before the army crashes in, we're gonna have this side of cavalry actually smash into the side of this army. God wills it. We're gonna follow the new unit, the faster mounted sergeants, and they're gonna ride straight into, well, not raised halberdiers, but still. And that's just gonna put the enemy army completely off balance. And with the enemy army off balance, the general and his cavalry can move in and smash into the now unprotected, hopefully. Let's see if we can get these guys to come this way. Get the crossbows to move up and then fire on their own accord. And then the general will hit over there.
The men have
And
thrown
we'll
down
follow
their
the
weapons
general
and are
with
fleeing.
them. Oh, one of our units is retreating. Might be crossbows. Let's see, where is the air? If I can kind of hard to spot him with this many knights. hardcore crossbowmen. They're completely dead. Oh, it was actually one of our sword units that gave way. We're kind of breaking through to the center, but they're holding us back on the left and the right.
Their units.
We need to really kill off these crossbowmen so that we can join in the main fight. And also, since I can't really do screenshots after the battle, we are gonna have to do some right now. See if that's anything. People fighting all over the place. Kind of hard to see who's who here, because there's not
Our
like
men
any.
run from the enemy. This
God
is
damn it!
shameful.
More men running. Because there's not really that. I mean, we're all Germans here, and they've got all German stuff on their shields and stuff. So it's kind of hard to see who's who. Heavy fighting. It would be nice if I could like find someone where. Oh, I think this is the. No, that's not the enemy general. I remember what the enemy general looks like, and he's supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be in this unit. It might be that guy. I don't know. It would be nice to get a picture of someone just hacking someone's head off. Oh, this guy. Oh, blood spurt out of my tummy. Ugh. Well, I guess we can spend the entire video doing this. Okay, so the cavalry can kind of regroup. We're gonna let the back to normal speed. Get the sergeants to continue chasing down the enemy crossbowmen, but then we're gonna prepare for the general to go ahead and charge in here and smite the enemy. Gonna get the general to go into the enemy general, and we're gonna follow him in. Boom! Oh, we've got massive surge here of troops rushing in. Or they're rushing away actually from the battlefield. And it's not one of our units, it's one of the enemy units. They're completely panicked. Oh, looks like the enemy army is kind of panic-stricken at this point. Victory! Can I get you to shout again for victory? Put your swords up high. Strike low into the bellies. Oh, look at that guy. Come on. You gonna cut his head off? Oh, look at that.
The enemy are losing ground.
I've never seen this. Holy shit. Oh! What a comeback. They really went all out with the animated battle sequence. I've never seen that. That he sort of, he gets disarmed, but then pulls himself, and then, god damn it, that was cool. And by accident we saw that. Okay, let's cavalry once more, smash the enemy. Okay, the enemy is
Praise the gods! Your victory
has
is moments
lost.
away.
Gonna go ahead and drop group. We just get them away here, and then we're gonna get the cavalry to just chase down the enemy and take as many prisoners as possible. Did we ever kill the enemy general? Because there's a unit right here. This is the general's unit, which supposedly has 3 people in it. But I don't know. There's the other guy. But where's the third one? Where's the actual general of that unit? There he is, I guess. Or maybe he died. I guess he died. Because there's no one actually left. The battle took about 10 minutes. We lost 1,000 men throughout. But once again, I'm probably gonna blame the crossbowmen for this nasty amount of deaths. Let's go ahead and end the battle then. Decisive victory. I would say replay, but you can't really watch them. Most of the time they just crash. Thing is, I don't know why I cut away this part, because it loads rather quickly. So we lost 900 men, and you can kind of see, I guess you can pause there and see who killed what. See what kind of damage the different units did. And then we took, and so we hold completely the entire province.
Commander?
Oh, and he gains experience. So if he governs provinces, he can do quite a lot to commercial stuff. Influence earning situation. Tax rate, govern province. Authority. Well, he's gonna have to go through here. Ooh, he's got quite a lot of authority. He's got level 7. What does his father have? So he's at 7. Let's see. His father has level 8, so only one level. I wonder if his father gets jealous because his wife is only faithful. He gets authority as well, but look at that bit. I mean, look at that woman. She is not a looker, is she? That one. I mean, she kind of has a snide look, like. First, I thought at one point I thought she was 82, but that's her influence. She's 37, while the king is 52. He can divorce her, but the thing is, I don't want any more bloody children. The Polish are kind of beating back here, but they are beating back the Bohemians. So the Bohemians are down to their last province. Also, the Swiss cantons. I had to make peace because the Swiss cantons were taking so much land from the Venetians and stuff. So yeah, they really become almost too big. Look at how big they are. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that also? No, that's Bohemia. So they got all this land, but that's way too much. But look at the land that I now control. So now we'll be able to control all of Denmark, and I own Saxony and all these provinces. Once we're done with Poland, I'm not entirely sure if we'll try to incorporate, maybe Bavaria. I wonder if there's a possibility of buying provinces. Also the Duchy of Brabant could be a possibility, because I need to make some kind of bulwark or make preparations to go against the English. I like how the English, their vassal, the Earl of Wessex, has actually taken more of it, or taken more of all of this than the others. Then we got France. Probably going to be a great war there with France and us against the English. But then also maybe going south. I talked about doing like a crusade against the Emirate of Granada. And now when I've got a trade port up here, I'm actually going to get 2 trade ports. I'm trading with a lot of kingdoms down here, and so now I can also see them. And if we want to be really the Holy Roman Empire, I really need to get like a lot more territory here. I'm not entirely sure what the goal of the campaign should be. Maybe just recreate the Holy Roman Empire, because we're not going to take everything. So I think we need to get into northern Italy. We need to incorporate the Swiss cantons and Duchy of Bavaria, Poland, the Teutonic Order, Denmark obviously, and also the Dutch, I think. And then maybe, I don't know. No, I think that will probably be it. So it's not that far away. in terms of what we need we're campaigning for. Did I repair all of this? And what do they actually have in Osnabrück? Osnabrück has salt works, very nice. Barracks. Barracks not needed. Salt works. I'm gonna change one of these. We've got quite a lot of salt works and salt traders. I need one of these to be changed into not market town. Not market town either. I want one of these to be changed into, because Hamburg is suffering from, and Rib as well is suffering from. Maybe I can't have. You need a cathedral or whatever. Huh. Because they're suffering from what's it called? Squalor, sanitation. So that's a problem of possibly a risk of disease. But I guess once we take these provinces, we could set up one of these as a. They probably already have like a holy seat or whatever, or a cathedral. So we could set up that, and that would spill over into these provinces, hopefully. But it might not. And I don't really want. I mean, both of these are trade port provinces, or are going to be. So I don't really want. But it is a city. Oh no, it isn't. Why not? Gothic arch. Oh, it's too big, is it? So I cannot change it right now? God damn it. So I'm gonna have to Gothic architecture. Where's that? Probably far away. All of these things take a lot of time, so I've started actually building. Let's see, building. Not scribes. It's somewhere else. It's another province somewhere. There we go. There it is. Priory. No, that's not it. There we go. Church school. So I will be able to gain technology quicker, because it's taking forever. Anyways, I probably should have ended this quite a while ago, but I babbled on at the end here. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.